Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today's project is a beautiful card using the Varied Vases, which is a lovely stamp set which has a whole selection of different vases, some beautiful flowers and some lovely sentiments. And it comes with a coordinating punch, which you can punch the vases out, and flowers and leaves. We're going to use a piece of Whisper White cardstock measuring 5 1/4 by 3 1/2 with a mat which is 1/4 inch wider, and a little piece inside 3 1/2 by 2 1/2 inches, and again a mat 1/4 inch wider, and a scrap. So we're going to take the Varied Vase and the Mint Macaron, which is the new stamp pad which opens very easily. And we're going to stamp the image on the scrap paper in the mint macaron and clean it with our new chamois. Using the punch, we're going to punch out the little vase. Now, taking the Whisper White piece of cardstock and the Highland Heather, which is one of our new colours, which comes out on the 1st of June, we're going to use Smoky Slate, Highland Heather and the Mint Macaron for the rest of the card. So taking the birthday wishes, which will fit twice across this card, putting it on one of our blocks and inking it up in the Mint Macaron, we're going to stamp it all the way down the left side of the card. I'm obviously doing this very quickly for the video, however you can spend more time in lining it up precisely. And on the other side of the card, we're going to use the lovely Highland Heather and stamp again all the way down with the birthday wishes. Using the Mint Macaron, we're going to stamp the birthday wishes at the bottom of the centrepiece. For this next part, we're going to use a little mat cut out and just stuck on the bottom with some masking paper. This allows us to stamp over the top without the stems going onto the card. So we're going to use the Smoky Slate and inking up the flower, position it down, and the stalk will go on to the mask. This is a 2-step stamp, So we can take the inside of the flowers and the lovely Highland heather, and with a scrap of paper we're going to stamp off first once. This allows a softer colour which works perfectly with this card. Lining up carefully, it will fill in the flower in a soft Highland heather. Taking the next flower, we're going to line this up carefully so it doesn't overlap, and position it next to the first flower. The smoky slate gives a lovely subtle colour. And again, this is a two-step stamp. So we're going to take the centre image, ink it up in the Highland heather, stamp off once, line it up carefully. Photopolymer is ideal because you can see exactly where you're going, and press it down firmly. And for the third little flower, we're going to use the lovely hanging orchid. This time we're going to ink it up, just the flower and a very tiny bit of the stalk. I'm positioning this so it hangs down from the vase. Again, this is another two-step stamp, which makes colouring the flowers very easy. So stamping it off once and lining it up again, we can position the orchid so it hangs out of the vase. This gives a lovely balance for the three flowers. Removing the mask and taking our stamped image, we're going to use our dimensionals. We have two sizes of dimensionals, so I'm putting the larger size at the bottom and a little mini which fits perfectly at the top. To position the vase, it's easy to align the top first, so you make sure all of the stalks are covered, and then line up the bottom underneath. This gives a lovely bit of dimension. Now, using our Tombow glue, which is my preferred glue because it has what they call wiggle room, we're going to position this on the mat. Lining it up with the grid paper allows you to get perfect alignment, and gluing that down. And we're going to do the same with the background. Just a tiny little bit of Tombow round the edge, lining it up and positioning it down firmly. Gluing this piece onto our base. Again, our grid paper is ideal for lining this up. We're going to put the centerpiece on with some Tombow. You could put it up with dimensionals, but if you're posting it, you want to keep the width as narrow as you can. And then to finish, we're going to put a few little pearls just in the centre of the hanging orchid. All the details of this card are below in the description box, and please go across to my blog where you'll find details of this card as well. The annual catalogue is available from the 1st of June, so if you would like a free copy, please let me know and I will be happy to send one out to you. These are both of the cards, a thank you and a birthday card. Thank you so much for watching me. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.